Please open the scripture first. Page 7. Page 7. Line 6. The Buddhas of the West Lake, immeasurable merits, wisdom and holiness beyond comprehension. Start reading from this point. So this is fourth section. Also a summary. This large section of scripture the scripture is quite poor. This is the meeting point, assembly of bodhisattvas. In this summary of the scripture, the bodhisattvas attending the meeting, each one received 50-50 blessings, infinite merits. The blessings mentioned here have two meanings. One is referring to all Buddhas everywhere. The other meaning directly refers to Amitabha Tathagata. Amitabha Tathagata is also called all Buddhas, wise and holy. What does the victory of mean? We must be very clear about this meaning. Explain clearly. For a person, this person has wisdom regarding the universe, everything, all matters and principles. They can understand it all and can understand it thoroughly. This person is called a sage. Understanding but not thoroughly enough. This is considered a practitioner. This sage, there is this slight difference. It's inconceivable. In summary, this large section of the Sutra among the Bodhisattvas, immeasurable merits, referring to what was previously discussed. In this place, we must understand the world-honored one explains to us here the wisdom of the Bodhisattva, great virtue and great ability. Only one example is given. Attaining enlightenment in town. Giving one example. But actually, from this example, we should be able to understand these blissful bodhisattvas. Each and every one of them possessed infinite virtues and abilities. In the act of releasing within the boundless, illustrations transforming into forms of tears. If one should attain Buddhahood, just like the example given here, achieving 8 phases enlightenment, realizing Buddha form and expounding Dharma, since they can first be reborn. Naturally, the Bodhisattva deities below the Buddha, the sound hearers, and the Pratyekabuddhas. The deities of the 6 realms of sentient beings, even to the extent of the sounds of insentient beings. There is no limit. It shows that they transform according to the type and expound the Dharma according to circumstances, achieving perfection. So ultimately, Western Pure Land ultimate bliss. Which level Bodhisattva is it? Or which rank of Bodhisattva is it? In this sutra, especially on page 48. Page 48 is the fundamental teaching of the Western Pure Land. Within this, Amitabha Buddha clearly explains to us the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss is an equal Dharma realm. Inconceivable. Everyone who is reborn in the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss has this ability, has this divine power, has such wisdom. There is nothing not perfect. So, from the realm of ordinary beings and sages coexisting, rebirth from the lowest level, all the way to the top of the 10 reward lands, can be truly realized. Stated in the Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva's teaching. Manifesting in any form needed to liberate beings. The 32 manifestations of Avalokiteshvara. That 32 refers to 32 types. Each type is boundless and infinite. We all reach this place. If you have even a slight understanding, you will surely think of the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss. We should go there. We must go there. Only by reaching the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss can we attain true freedom. Real freedom. Can we fulfill our fundamental great mission? Can we satisfy all our needs? As the saying goes, in the Buddha's teachings, every request is answered. When we study Buddhism within the Buddha's teachings, requests may not always be answered. But once we reach the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss, it's different. Indeed, the concept of 100%. This etiquette and principle, the truth of the matter, the Buddha has explained it very clearly to us regarding the principle, very clearly. So, the blessings and infinite merits mentioned here refer to the ultimate and perfect merits. Wisdom, virtue, abilities, divine powers, and expedient means are all perfect. This is an inconceivable state. Implementing it into our current life. How should we learn? In modern times, where we live, this earth, due to the advancement of technology, the earth, well, is becoming smaller and smaller. It's not that the earth is shrinking, it's that transportation is too convenient. Today, I read the Lian He Xiaobao. I saw a piece of news. The United States is now developing a type of fast aircraft. This aircraft, from California in the United States to Japan, currently it takes about 9 hours. In the future, this fast aircraft will only need 1.5 hours. Then we can understand. This type of aircraft can circle the Earth in at most 6 hours. 6 hours to circle it once. So the Earth is shrinking. Now with the internet, you all know about computer networks. We are explaining here the audience, not just the people in the lecture hall. The internet simultaneously spreads it all over the world. In the next century, we know that technological progress will reach everyone. Everyone will have to use computers. The next century is the era of computers. Computers will become a necessity in our lives. So everyone can listen and watch from their computers. Our images are also in there. Just like television. So anywhere we give a lecture, we are speaking to the whole world. Very close. The immeasurable merits, wisdom, and life of the Buddhas of the Western Lake mentioned here are inconceivable. It's a bit like that. Somewhat similar. Buddhas, their objects of teaching are the vast emptiness and the Dharma realm. Boundless and infinite, the lands of the Buddhas. We will definitely have an impact. So many Buddha fruit diagrams. Within each Buddha fruit diagram, there are many sentient beings. These numbers cannot be expressed by the numbers we use in mathematics. Today we say that the Earth's population is now estimated to be about 6 billion. But that's just talking about one Earth. If we talk about Shakyamuni Buddha's Saha world, the number of beings is much greater. The Saha world. How many solar systems are there? The usual explanation in the scriptures. There are 100 billion solar systems. If we follow the explanation of the Venerable Layman Huang Nianzu, it's more remarkable. What did the Venerable Elder say? He said that the unit mentioned in the Buddhist scriptures actually refers to what we now call a galaxy. So how large is Shakyamuni Buddha's teaching area? 100 billion galaxies. How many sentient beings are there in this? Have we thought about it? It seems that many students of Buddhism haven't considered this question. Actually, this question is extremely significant to us. If you haven't thought about it, it's because you're being careless. What is the purpose of the teachings of Buddhism? We must not be unaware of it. We should all be able to articulate it. You should be able to explain it clearly and thoroughly. Only then will the general public know that Buddhism should be studied. It must be studied. Not studying is not an option. Why is that? The teachings of Buddhism. Look at the 10 titles of the Buddha. One of them is Tamer of Men. What I just mentioned is a premise. Now the world has become smaller. This indicates that the relationships between people are becoming closer. Unlike in past, during the agricultural era, many people lived their whole lives without ever interacting. Their social circle was very small. They lived a simple life, without contact with the outside world. Now you are forced to interact, and with this interaction, problems arise. Every country and region has a different cultural background, different ways of living. Our ideologies are also different. Religious beliefs are also different. So, with this interaction, many differences arise. These cultures, have they clashed? These conflicts, if they cannot be resolved, they bring a lot of turmoil to society, instability. What is referred to as discrimination is not only racial discrimination, but also religious and cultural discrimination. These can actually lead to riots, struggles, and even wars when they become severe. This is not what we hope to see. But these facts are laid out in front of us. It seems unavoidable. So we deeply realize the importance of Buddhist teachings. The most important thing in Buddhism is to teach us how to eliminate these barriers. So the overall guideline of Buddha's teachings is to explain the truth of the universe and life. Once the truth is understood, these problems will naturally be resolved. Truly able to solve the problems of the 21st century. All problems. We cannot ignore the education of the Buddha. From this point, we come to realize in ancient China, at least 2,000 years ago, during the early Han Dynasty, now the general academic community believes the 13 years of the Book of Rites. It should be during the end of the Warring States period, completed in the early Han Dynasty. Within the Book of Rites, there is a section that can be considered as China's ancient educational philosophy. It tells us that in establishing a nation, educating the military and the people comes first. It is what we imagine for a modernized nation. All place great emphasis on the country's infrastructure. But within the infrastructure, education is overlooked. Paying attention. The construction of transportation. Transportation includes railways, highways, ports, and airports. These facilities build water conservancy. The development of energy. Everyone focuses only on these material constructions. But more important than these is so now we also see, whether domestically or internationally, it seems that education is very developed and widespread. I bring up this issue today. It seems unnecessary. Our country is doing quite well in education. Actually, the education I received is different from the general education in the world today. Why is it different? Nowadays, there are so many schools. Education is more developed. Has racial discrimination been eliminated? Has it been eliminated? Cultural, actually. Has it been eliminated? Religious discrimination. No, it hasn't. Not only has it not been eliminated, but these issues are also becoming more complex and severe. This we can see. There is a problem with education. Education has deviated. according to ancient Chinese. Educational philosophy. Take Chinese Confucianism as an example. Chinese education adopted the teachings of Confucius and Mencius. The academic system was established in the early Han Dynasty by Emperor Wu of Han. Education policy formed over these 2,000 years. There have been shifts in power, so dynasties have changed. But the educational policy set by Emperor Wu of Han remained unchanged until the late Qing dynasty. It's literally incredible that this policy could last for 2,000 years. The content of Confucian teaching, ethics and morality. Confucius divided his teachings into 4 subjects. If we were to compare it to a modern university, these 4 subjects would be like 4 faculties. The first is virtue, placing virtue as the top priority. What does virtue include? It includes ethics. This ethics is in a broad sense, not a narrow one. It teaches us about human relationships. Where can you find such teaching now? This is what makes humans different from animals. It's right here. It tells husband-wife, the relationship between father and son, the relationship between brothers, the relationship between ruler, subject, between friends. This misunderstanding. We can clarify human relationships. The differences between humans and animals we can all fulfill. Righteousness. Speaking of righteousness, not about benefits and harms. Learning is successful. Only in this way can we eliminate all misunderstandings and barriers between people. It can manage